Morning all, I'm Johnny B and welcome to Sunny Coast Celtic episode 92 on the eve of the Glasgow derby. Looking forward to it immensely. I was thinking after the game on Thursday night against Stuttgart, I thought if we take a down there, I wouldn't be looking forward to the game this weekend, but I'm pumped and ready to go now. As you are, it starts to, once that game's over, you start to think ahead and go, right, okay, rankers at the Piggery on Sunday. So let's hope for a good performance and a great result out there. I'm just going to touch base firstly on, been watching a bit of the Celtic news and that in regards to Willie Hockey, who's, well, I know he's a big Celtic supporter, Willie, and he's tried to do the best for Celtic for years, same as we all have, but he's got a bit of cash behind him, so he's got more sort of a pool than we have. But I'm just looking into a bit of it, and I heard them saying that there's 54 season ticket holders at Celtic Park, and they'd like every single one of them to join the season ticket alliance, because a lot of the season ticket holders have got shares and all that as well in the club, and so is a lot of other people. But Willie's basically looking for the hardcore of the season ticket holders to join him in an alliance, so that they've got a voice on the board. So they'd nominate somebody and they'd go in and sit and have a voice for the Celtic fans, because right now all the shareholders turn up, everybody's shouting and bawling, there's nobody really there. We need somebody to take the message for the fans and take it into the board, so that the board respect that person. And Willie's talking about he's got a Celtic legend already on board, never said who it was, but it can only be a good thing going forward to try and get the Green Brigade back in and all the rest of the fans, and get Parkhead back to pumping where it's going to get to. The other thing Willie's going to do, for every 10,000 people that join it, he's going to put in $2 million of his own money. So if 50,000 season ticket holders join, that's 10 million that he'll put into getting more shares and having a voice on the panel or whatever it be, the directors. So it sounds pretty good, and I don't know, is all the fans involved in it yet? I don't know, but that's the kind of easy way to break it down. There'll be more things involved in it. It's just coming to the start of it now. So good on you, Willie, for trying something, because something needs to happen at Celtic at the moment, because there's turmoil everywhere. We're all undivided and we need to all be on that same page. Now, you look at the game the other night, I watched it, the Celtic fans were absolutely amazing in Stuttgart. They went out there in their numbers and they were heard in the whole game. I mean, how good was it? McCown scored in the first minute, so for the whole game it's kind of party mode in it. Alright, they had a couple of offside goals, but as I say, the second one, the guy shouldn't have been allowed on the park, and I don't know if nobody's really mentioned that yet. They're talking about it because it's offside. I think if it wasn't the offside, we'd be hearing more about it, and that's why I jumped in and said it straight away, because it just wasn't right that he was allowed to come on and be a spare man when nobody was there, because we thought he wasn't going to come on the field. So it was an absolute schmozzle, and it shouldn't happen again, and they should look into that. I've had a lot of comments with people about the VAR. I said that it should be ex-players that's in the VAR box, which it should. The referees are doing their job on the park, but they're not really doing their job in the VAR box. And I've got a funny feeling this weekend that the Old Firm game, I think, will be decided by a shitty VAR decision, and that's not what you want. You want this game to go ham and tong. You want people to watch it, go and look at them. They're getting torn into each other, and the VAR's taking a back seat. Let the referee ref it. I get goal line technology. You want to know if the ball's the other line, but most of let the tackles fly in, let the game go, get the crowd going, and there'll be 2,500 Celtic fans in there, and they'll be making more noise. I guarantee it. Let's hope we got off to a good start. Another 1 minute goal at the start would be fantastic for us, just to go forward there. So yeah, I'm going to get into the team in a minute. So I'm hoping that Martin's kind of rested a lot of players for this game. There's a lot of people saying he played a weaker team, they never went for it. I don't think we'd ever have got 3 goals back, but to get a 1 over there was fantastic, and I thought the performance was great, and I thought a couple of the players could have played themselves into contention for a start against Rankers on Sunday. So let's go into the team a bit. Now, in goals, I think Martin will play Kasper Schmeichel. I don't think he should. If he's honest with himself and honest with form and everything else, he's got to play Sinisalo. He's got to play him because he was really good the other night. Don't worry about throwing him in an Old Firm derby. It's all good. He'll be fine. There'll be no nerves once he gets that first ball and he's on. After that, he'll be fine. I just think Kasper's a great shot stopper, but this boy's a bit quicker down and a quicker off his line and better in the air at corners. Kasper kind of flaps at him, whereas the big boy, he wants to go out and command his box and grab them. So if it was me, I'd play Sinisalo. I've got a funny feeling Martin will stick to Kasper Schmeichel, which I think isn't going to help us. I think all the players have got more confidence in Sinisalo than they do and Kasper behind him. And I know he's a experienced goalie and that, but we need somebody that can get down quicker, and Rankers will know that, and they'll have done their homework. And if Schmeichel's playing, they'll go for his weak points, which we all know what they are. Right back, I'm sure he'll go with Arajo. People was talking about, was he injured the other night? Nah, I believe Martin was just resting him, which it was great, because Colby Donovan done well and then Ralston done fine when he came on. So it'll be Arajo at right back. We know he gives everything, and he puts that wee bit of, he spits through the ball, and that's what we need in these games. So a wee bit of fucking blood and thunder there. So he'll be right back. Kieran Tierney will be left back. Sarachi's played really well, but you got to throw Kieran Tierney in an Old Firm game. He knows what it's all about, and he knows how to get the job done, and he will not like getting beat by Rankers. So you've got to play players like that wear their heart on their sleeve. In the centre halves, it'll be Scalesy, because they did rest him. He was on the bench, but he'll come back in again, and he's always good in Old Firm games. I know the last one never covered his Selm glory, but I don't think anybody did. After going 1 up, we should have been 3 up, but anyway, long story, we're not getting back the way we're going forward. So Scales will be in, and after Dane Murray's performance the other night, he could stick with Dane Murray. I would rather see Benjamin Arthur in there. We know what Dane Murray's like, and if we do go under pressure, I don't know, but he really played well the other night. So if he plays, or Benji Arthur plays, it'll be 6 1/2 dozen. I'd rather see Benji Arthur in. I know it'll be his first Old Firm game, but if you're not up for games like that, then you shouldn't be playing for Celtic. That's the ones you want to be playing in. And I think he'll want that. Dane Murray, I know, look, it could be either or, but I think that'll be your back four. One of the two, Scales, Arajo and Tierney. In the midfield, who are we going to go with? Obviously, Callum McGregor will be in the midfield. We all know that. I'm thinking that he'll play Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right-hand side of Kalmack. And I know he's going to play Nygren, but I'm going to have a wee switch of what I think he should do. I'm not the manager, so don't have a go at me. I'm just thinking out loud. After the other night, I thought Luke McCown was really good the other night. Not just his goal, but his work rate and everything else. I would have him on the left-hand side. I want to leave Nygren out, so hear me out to the end. So that's your three midfielders. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain brings you experience and holding the ball up in a game where it's going to be hot potato. He'll just pull it down and look for that killer pass through. So we need to, our wingers and our centre forward need to be on their toes, because we know that's what he's going to do. He'll pull the ball down, go by one, and then he'll look for that killer pass, because he's not got the legs to keep running. So, but I think what he'll do is he'll have McGregor, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Nygren. That'll be your three. I'd rather see McCown there, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Now, up front, you got to have Tanetti. Tanetti's got to play on the left-hand side. I would play Maeda on the right-hand side, because you need him in games like this just for his absolute running up and down and going for every ball. He's not the cleverest at putting the ball in the net, but he'll give you 110%. And I know I've been going on about dropping him, but this is a big game. We have to go there and take something out of this game. And I think with him on the park, their defenders can't settle because he's all over the place. He's just not got the wee edge that he used to have, but he's still there. So I'd be playing they two, one wide, one wide, and then I'd be putting Nygren through the middle. I know everybody's probably shouting at the phone, are you daft? We've got centre forwards. I don't think we've got a better centre forward than Nygren. I think if you play him up there, you've got to find somewhere to play your best players. And right now, our three centre forwards, you could toss a coin and go, I'll play him. If you start TC, if you start Nacho, you know, you could start whoever you like. Adamu, it doesn't matter who you start. You'd be going, aye, okay, well, let's have a crack. But I reckon if you put Benji up there, you're putting another good player in the team rather than Luke McCown sitting on the bench and playing a centre forward. Because the centre forwards aren't covering themselves in glory right now. I don't think he'll do that. As I say, I think it'll be Nygren, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and it'll be McGregor. On the left, it'll be Tenecte. On the right, I'm sure he'll put Maeda. And through the middle, I think he'll go with TC. So I think that will be his team, but it wouldn't be mine. But I'm not a Celtic manager. The buck stops at Martin, so that's up to him. I just look at Big Benji Nygren, the amount of goals he scored this year from the midfield. The trouble with him is he goes forward, but he doesn't get back enough. Oxlade-Chamberlain's not got the legs to go up and down the park, and Calmac just sits in there. So this is where the issue is. But I'd rather we sat in didn't lose any goals, because if we go there and get a draw, it's a decent result. I think we'll beat them because we're a better side than them. The only thing that they've got in their advantage is home game advantage. That's it. Just because they're playing at the Piggery, they'll have more fans there, and that's the only thing that gives them advantage. But they've been struggling at home in these games with the fans on their back. But it's different when it's Celtic going there. The fans just get behind them. Unless we go 1 or 2 up, then the fans will be on our back. So we need to try and get a good early start. No give any silly goals away. We don't want any silly sending offs. We've got to keep everybody on the field to have a big chance of winning this game, because this will elevate us. And I believe if we win this game, we will win the league. And I know it's a big call. There's still a few games to go, but we're going to be playing, when they break up into the top 6, we're going to be playing Rankers at home. We're going to be playing Hearts at home. So we've got the bigger games at home and the ones that you need to win, because that's 6 points for they two. That means they're dropping points each. So that's the ones we want. So if we can get a flyer at the Piggery on Sunday and keep going, then we'll be all right. And then we go to Pittodrie during the week, and then we go back there again. It's shocking that we've got 3 away games in a row, but that's just the way it crumbles sometimes. But we're good enough. We've got a good enough squad. If we can go to Hamburg with a second look string and one against a Stuttgart and one against a really good side there, then we could go to Aberdeen and do the same. We could go anywhere and do it, because that wasn't our first team, but they all played well. They all knew the system and they played it well. So well done to Martin for resting a load of players for this game on Sunday. Now, what do you think the score's going to be? Well, as you can see, I got my party shirt on, so I believe we're going to win, and I can just keep partying. So I reckon it'll be, first goal scorer will be Nygren. Benji will score the first goal again, and I think we'll win 2-1. So come on Celtic, hail hail, we're buzzing, and let's get it going on Sunday. So anyway, I'll talk to you after the game. Have a great weekend, and hail hail.